Poetry of the Perfect Game. Legend of Sandy Koufax. Faith. They called him the left arm of God, as if justice wore a jersey, as if holiness had home field advantage and a two-seam grip howitzer. He didn't just throw heat, he issued commandments, etched on seams, delivered with enchantments. But in October of '65, Game 1 of the World Series fell on Yom Kippur, and when the world asked him to pitch, he folded his arms, not around a ball, but in prayer. Dodger fans craved a fastball. He chose the fast, because greatness isn't measured by the games you play, but where you sit on Judgment Day. He painted the strike zone like blood on the doorpost. Death passed over the plate. Batters walked to their fate like lambs to slaughter. Hitting his curveball was like stabbing water. Fame. Sandy didn't play the game. Koufax broke it. 4 no-hitters, 1 perfect game, 113 pitches, and 14 K. Not a single man reached base that day. In '63, he went 25-5. Archive a 1.8 ERA. That's a Cy Young MVP. MLB looked like child's play. He didn't rewrite the record books. He bled the pen dry, made time shy, made silence shiver. Batters stepped in like men on trial, but the verdict was already delivered. He led the league in ERA 5 straight years. That's not luck. That's law. A massacre. Texas Chainsaw. He painted the strike zone like blood on the doorpost. Death passed over the plate. Batters walked to their fate like lambs to slaughter. Hitting his curveball was like stabbing water. Reporters begged for quotes. He gave them box scores. Endorsements called. He let the phone ring. He didn't need a mic. He had a mound. He didn't need a stage. He had faith, fastballs, and a follow-through that sang psalms. He won 3 Cy Youngs in his final 4 frames. He didn't chase immortality. Immortality chants his name. He painted the strike zone like blood on the doorpost. Death passed over the plate. Batters walked to their fate like lambs to slaughter. Hitting his curveball was like stabbing water. Fade out. And then he walked away. Age 30, still untouchable, still divine. Arthritis burned through his elbow like the burning bush. And still he showed up in Game 7 on short rest, shut out the Twins, and walked off the mound, leaving hitters dumbfound. Most men chase the crown until it crumbles, but Sandy left while the gold still gleamed. He traded the roar for the quiet, the glove for the garden, the record book for the book of life, because even God, after 6 days of creation, rested on the 7th. But on Game 7, Sandy rose. He painted the strike zone like blood on the doorpost. Death passed over the plate. Batters walked to their fate like lambs to slaughter. Hitting his curveball was like stabbing water. Short rest, sore joints, a mound like Sinai. He delivered a shutout, slower than a prayer, more powerful than a polar bear. Maybe God gave him that arm, but Sandy chose when to lift it, when to rest, when to rise, and when to walk away. Because the holiest power isn't the one to dominate. It's the one that knows when to abate.